I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage with me, Amber Davies. I've been sitting here for half an hour already. Please welcome my wonderful, talented, incredible, handsome, funny...
Wow.
Sorry, I was talking about Gina. Friend, Billy Nevers!
Woo! Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How you doing? I actually only saw Billy last week, because this week.
I came to see Legally Blonde for the 800th time.
But the second time, Billy's a fan.
Big fan. Biggest fan.
And that's hard coming. You've done it. You've done the show.
I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Yeah, so like your expectations were high.
And they were surpassed.
Thank you.
Phenomenal work.
So don't believe what you hear on TikTok.
No.
Okay.
No, forget TikTok. Actually ban TikTok. Don't look at the comments.
You know what I've actually done? Sorry, I'm making this a bit about me. You know on TikTok, right? You can like hide certain things from your algorithm. So
Yours is just Elle Woods.
No, Legally Blonde.
Yeah, done.
I just want to see dogs and babies.
Do you know what I mean?
Because TikTok for me is my downtime.
So why are you seeing yourself on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like saying that I'm giving nothing when I'm giving everything.
You're giving everything. Watch the show, guys. Don't watch the bows. Watch the show.
Yes. There you go. Social clip immediately.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, did you train?
I did a mix. I did a bit of everything, really. I did train in some ways.
Like how?
Well, I went to the Italia Conti Junior School.
Right.
From year 9
Ooh.
to year 11. So I was a stage school child.
Okay.
I went there from year 9 to year 11. Then after that, I did a year and a half arts ed, sixth form.
Right.
And then left early to be on the West End. I
thought you had something to do with arts ed because you're all pally. There's a group of you, aren't you?
I was there for my 2 years at sixth form, my 16 to 18 years.
Well, so technically you actually did more training than your usual person.
Just before any usual person would do it.
Yeah. What time did you like graduate? How old were you when you graduated?
So I left to do Jesus Christ Superstar when I was 17. So I...
Oh.
When I was 17.
You weren't even an adult when you got booked for the first time.
No, I can imagine working with a 17-year-old.
Yeah,
I think now I'm like, who wants to be in a cast with someone who's 17? That's insane.
You don't come across like your age though.
I mean, I literally just worked with someone this week who was on that show and I haven't seen them since. And I was like, please tell me what I was like. Was I actually really annoying?
What did they say?
And they were like, no, I actually thought you were 21 until you told me now that you were 17.
Nice.
So
you are. You're like older than what you think.
I'm 49 now.
You look it as well. after those 4 years in Hamilton.
Yeah, after 800 years in Hamilton, I am now 67.
Pick any role you've ever played. Okay, Burr. Did you have any rituals before Burr?
I knew you were going to ask this because I watch your episodes.
What do you know? My dream role.
What
is Burr?
Is actually? I hear that.
Burr.
Wait
for it.
I can see that.
Hamilton faces. You know, anytime I get in the car, I put Wait for It on.
Yeah, big tune. Big tune.
Over and over again.
Big tune. You can find that on TikTok too.
What, of yours?
Yeah. Somewhere in the depths of TikTok. What was the question? Pre-show ritual?
As Burr.
I actually didn't have any. By that point, I just kind of was ready to go. I'd done it for so long by the point
I know. I want to talk
role.
to you about all of this, but for a second, I just have to show them. I just got them to listen to this little clip.
What is this? What are you pulling up?
You sent it to me.
Oh.
Oh my God. Goosebumps.
You're going to play this on... No way. We're not playing this over the mic.
Can I just say, I genuinely think, right, you are the best Burr there has ever been.
Oh.
In the UK.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Billy.
I mean, there has been some amazing people who have done it. Like, the Burrs are stacked, but I appreciate the love.
You are stacked. So let's just go all the way back to Hamilton. So originally, because I saw you as Lafayette.
Yeah, my absolute love of my life.
Yeah, and you ate that shit up.
I tried.
Oh
I
my
really
God, you
tried.
did. And it was like, it was like you just gave us, we wanted to see more of you. And I love that. When you go and see a musical, you think, oh, I just want to see more of that person.
I mean, it literally that was the best year of my life to do that. Yeah. It's that like mix between you have your moments, but also it's not too stressful. Like I was with everyone, we were having fun. I had the time to have fun, have a chill track, live life, but also then be on stage and have some great time. Yeah.
And it was just the character and the energy you brought to the character.
I loved it. I really loved it.
Was like naughty.
I loved it. And you came quite early on. And I mean, it got progressively more and more and more. But
and as well, like there's something about you on stage, like you're eating it up.
I mean,
there's like an aura about you that you're like, I know I'm going to deliver for you. So watch this.
I think it's because I've been lucky to play roles that I actually believe that I can eat. Like if I was in a role that I didn't think I'd like, Burr for a period of time, I was a bit like dipping my toe in the water with choices because I didn't feel that was 100% what I was delivering. Whereas Lafayette and Jefferson, I was like, this is like me in my house. So I know I'm going to do what I need to do.
Would you play him in town?
100%. Hamilton's coming up. I want to do it the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, as Lafayette.
I would do it as Lafayette, yeah. I would, 100%. Because I haven't done it in town.
Even that like purple suit.
Yeah, iconic, down to the ground.
Ah.
Yeah, I haven't done it in town yet, so, and I'd love to do it in town.
Oh my God. Sorry, I'm so passionate about Hamilton.
Yeah, you love Hamilton.
I love Hamilton. I'm actually obsessed. Have you heard about the story about me and Lin-Manuel Miranda?
No.
Oh my God. So obviously I was his original Campbell Davies in Bring It On, right? And he would have had to sign me off and everything.
Right.
I'm so sorry to our listeners who has listened to this a million times, but I can't wait to
But also I've watched every episode, so I don't know how I haven't seen this bit.
Anyway, go and see Mandy Gonzalez's opening night as Norma Desmond
Sunset Boulevard.
In Sunset. See him and I go, oh, hi Lynn, is it okay if I have a picture? And he went, no. And I was dying to say, you just don't understand like how diehard I am for like in the Heights as well, really. Like I am a full Lin fan.
Just no.
And he just said no. And I just thought, I think rather than me be angry and upset, I'm just going to remind him one day when we work together again.
Yeah, when you work with him again, you say, I
actually asked you for a selfie once.
After I'd worked under your show. Loved that.
Yeah.
I actually didn't meet him. He actually didn't come to the tour.
Have you have you had any contact at all?
He sent an email.
This is a fan girl episode.
He sent an email and a video, like to congratulate on the run, but he didn't come. I mean, I wouldn't come to Bradford. I wouldn't come to half the place we went to.
But that tour was insane.
The tour was good. I wish he would have seen the company because it was amazing. But I mean, we had the rest of the team come. All the rest of the Americans came. It was just Lin.
And you did long sit downs, didn't you?
2 long sit downs. Yeah, we were there like 8 weeks at a time in each.
We saved
venue.
You in Edinburgh. Pretty Woman was on tour the same time, and we were in Edinburgh at the same time. So we did like a collaborative night out. That was a heavy night.
And it went off.
We was in that ravey place.
That was messy. That
was the first night I met
Sneaky
you.
Pete's.
We were in Sneaky Pete's.
Sweaty floor, like ravers club.
It was a ravers club, and you had a big jacket on. I kept thinking, Billy, take it off.
What's new? I'm in a jacket in every
And you were like, no, I'm not coming out. And you were there like right till the end.
Yeah, that was Edinburgh was a time.
Yeah,
it was a time,
and it was good company, that wasn't it? You like all got along.
It was Sim and Harry and everyone. We were always out. It was a good time.
So then, when did you think, right, I want an opportunity for Burr?
Well, I covered it in the first year.
Did you go on?
I went on maybe like 6 times or something.
Okay.
I was second cover, but I got that like last minute on the contract. Like I had been offered Laf Jeff and had accepted.
Yeah.
And I remember I just called my agent one day just randomly, which genuinely probably is the best question I've ever asked ever. I was like, I feel like I want to cover Burr and I don't think they have all the covers, so can we push for that? And they did, and then I did a tape and then I got the cover. And then I luckily went on in Bristol. The first time I went on was the time that a load of the Americans had come back to see the show.
Fantastic. Everything's meant to be.
And then they saw the show. And then it was from that point that I then auditioned and then took over for the
I can't
second
believe
year.
you had to audition.
Yeah, I mean, they had to audition. I
think it's a legal obligation, right?
yeah, they make you audition just so they. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's legal.
Is it legal obligation?
I don't know if it's legal.
Can
but
you guys put, research that and put it in our comments?
It should be illegal, like to audition for a role that you. I mean, when you've covered it and your auditions play the role, yeah, maybe. But like, I know some be auditioning for. If you've played a role on tour, you have to re-audition if you want to go into it in town, which I'm like, okay, that's each their own.
Yeah.
But I auditioned for it to take over and then got it.
Is it crazy doing 2 roles in one show? Like, did you ever get your lyrics mixed up? Or
No,
are they
they're so different. And Burr doesn't stop talking, so like you don't really have time to think about what anyone else is doing.
So what was it, a heavier year the second time around?
Yeah, I mean, it was a heavy year. Not only was it the second year on tour, much bigger role. Vocally was crazy. I had a vocal injury.
Yes, we need to talk about that.
It was a year. Like, and I think personally, I was like, didn't want to be on tour anymore. But then it was the juxtaposition between not wanting to be away from home, but then also having the biggest opportunity of my life.
Yeah.
It was like battling the two things.
What was your favourite part in the show to play Burr?
Wait for it.
Oh yeah,
100%, because it's the only first time in the show that like you are alone, but everyone's on stage with you, but like just stood around
every
the
light's
side.
on you.
Yeah, but it's just you're the
You're
focus.
on zero.
You're on zero. You spend a lot of time on zero, luckily. And just to stand there and sing, like there's not many theatrics going on around it. It's just very simplistic, and
I love that.
it's the one time in the show as Burr that you kind of just get to relax, really. I mean, I would say Room Where It Happens is also up
click,
there,
boom.
But that's just like the stamina.
Could you say click, boom?
Click, boom. Boom, yeah, click, boom. No, I haven't done, and that's awful though, because you're in every single light. It's so like the end
It's
of
precise.
and the end of the number I never could enjoy, because you're pinging out a top A whilst having your feet like on the edge of the stage, so you have to be on zero, like crotch over zero at the end of the stage.
Like
I thought I
Gooch
was
on
going to
zero.
fall into the pit whilst you're belting up a top A, and then having to do this crazy choreo thing at the end.
Yeah, but you
pointing down
loved
to the ground.
it.
I did love it.
I saw so many things on TikTok.
But was I about to fall in the pit sometimes? Maybe.
Could have done it for the
Could have
plot.
done it, and I'm sure that would have been on TikTok too. So that's
okay.
me. Click, boom.
Click, boom. Oh, sorry.
Bum crack.
I'm like, just, yeah. Would you ever do Hamilton? Would you ever play Hamilton?
I would actually. I actually would. I think now I've done Laugh and Burr, like, why not? I think I'll play Hamilton, and I think maybe in a couple years' time I want to play George Washington.
Oh my gosh, why don't you try and go for the...
All of them.
Fuck it.
Just keep going back. It just becomes my day job.
Yeah.
Just keep
go
going
back to Hamilton.
Yeah.
Go and play Hamilton in town.
Yeah, would love that.
Oh, okay. That's
give
our
it
plan.
Give it a couple years though, because the songs do run through me still.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Give it maybe 2 years.
I just love it so much. It
is great.
Love it.
It is great.
You potentially have something cool coming up mid-year.
Maybe. I don't know.
TBC.
Do I?
I can't look it in your eyes.
Do I? Am I going back on stage? Maybe I'm going back on stage.
I think you are.
Maybe I'm going back on stage. I did make a promise. I'm actually really embarrassed because I left Hamilton and I was like, I'm not going to do musicals for a long time. Like,
yes, I know, because you told me.
I'm not going to do it. But this one is very special in my heart. I'm not going to say anything because I'm
TBC.
contractually not allowed to. But
watch this space. Oh, I hate when people say that.
Watch this space and you might find out. Watch this space on What's on Stage and you might
follow
see my
me
face.
on Instagram.
In the future, I might be on the stage again.
But he might not.
But I might not.
But
I might be working front of house.
You could be my new co-host, Called Stage.
Call to Stage, call to back of stage.
With my next job.
Where we interview... I'll shut up.
Okay, let's go to Legally Blonde. So you did Legally Blonde at Regent's Park.
I did.
This is the first time I actually saw you on stage.
Was it?
And like, considering you were literally the stage, the shop manager.
Store manager.
You really stole the show from me. You really did. I thought, who is that?
I tried. I mean, that show was funny because, one, that cast was stacked. Like,
yeah, it was stacked.
Like, you're looking in ensemble and you're seeing like...
a lot.
Like... Joe Foster, Broadway's Hannah Chamberlain, like you're seeing stacked people in ensemble. So we were all just trying to do what we could do with the show.
Yeah.
And I think we were all, I definitely was aware that a lot of us in that space would never have had the opportunity to be in this show with the way that it's been cast previously. Like we wouldn't have had this opportunity to like do this. So I think we all went into it being like, whatever we're given, we're just gonna have to like make
Get
it what it can be.
Yeah.
And when they told me that I was a store manager, I was like, there's no way, guys. Like I can't do that. I was like, that one, that's so iconic, and two, it's so high. Like that's so funny. Like I can't do that. And then we tried it, and I was like, actually, no, I can't do this. And I'm going to do it.
I'm going to be the store manager.
I'm going to do it. I had a good track, though.
Yeah, you had a fantastic track.
I was store manager, Grandmaster Chad.
Yes.
Dewey.
Dewey!
Yeah.
Did you go on for Emmett?
One time.
One time only?
Once. And that's on TikTok, too. Yeah, one time. And it was amazing, actually. It was a very last-minute thing. Short contract. Regent's Park, cover rehearsals were on the slim side. We didn't really do much. Like we'd walked through the show maybe. I'd sung through the show. Oof. And I then went on, and Courtney Bowman was literally like holding my hand, just like dragging me on the stage. And yeah, it was a good time. And I had a
Can I
great
ask
time.
your opinion of something?
Yeah.
Are you pro real animals in Legally Blonde or human animals?
I'm in the middle because I love the real.
Switzerland.
I love the real animals because they're sweet. But there was something about Joe Foster and Liam in the dog costume that just did something. That was hilarious to me. And also, I was meant to be a dog.
What?
Yeah. I was.
Which Rufus?
Rufus. I was meant to be Rufus, and Joe Foster was meant to be Dewey, and then we had to do little swapsies because it didn't align with either of us.
Okay.
And so then I was Dewey, and Joe Foster was infamously Rufus. Yeah, but your dogs are cute.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't actually think you're allowed real dogs at Regent's Park.
You are, because Jay did 101 Dalmatians, and they brought out a real Dalmatian. Did
they hold it though?
Yeah.
Like I don't think you're allowed to let them be like in the park because of the birds and the.
Because of nature? Imagine an animal being in nature.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine like just letting your dog run free in Regent's Park and just losing the dog.
No, they have to be on a bleed.
Yeah, but like that's not fun, is it?
I think
your dogs are not.
What it was is they're quite expensive.
Yeah, your dogs are professionally trained. They're booked. Like
I wouldn't say they're professional. My little bruiser is only 1 year old and he's getting a bit cheeky.
Oh, getting cocky now.
He's getting a bit cocky and howling.
Had a couple bows and now is like doing the most.
Yeah.
But they are sweet.
Yeah, they are sweet. It is great.
But Legally Blonde was the best job I've ever done in my life.
I saw you on press night. Did I meet you at press night?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think I just kind of sat in the corner with Gina. If I'm honest.
I don't think I did meet you that night.
Just
the first time I met you was in Edinburgh, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was
in the club. Okay. Then you did Fred in Groundhog Day.
I did. That was fun.
Did you enjoy that?
That was an amazing summer. That was just before Hamilton. That was one of those jobs that I went into being like, what the hell is this going to be like?
And you loved it.
And I had the best time.
Oh, who was in your company?
It was phenomenal people. Tanisha Spring.
Yeah.
Amy Fisher.
You were with Amy?
Yeah. We had Old Vic, Amy. It was stacked. The cast was great. It was phenomenal people.
I've never seen Groundhog Day. I've seen the film.
It is I think it's one of the best musicals I've ever seen.
Really?
And I was in it. It was great.
Wow. Okay. Is it still on?
No, it was short. It was short. And I'm sure it will come back because it is literally one of the best musicals.
Yeah.
It's all the team that did Matilda.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
So classic.
Yeah.
And Juliet took over your life quite a bit, didn't it?
Oh God, yeah.
You were in the original company.
I was.
As Cuthbert.
Yeah, man. I was Swing.
You were Swing? You were Swing? So was this your first West End gig?
Well, I did Jesus Christ Superstar at the Barbican, straight out of college.
Was that a run or was that a concert?
I did Jesus Christ Superstar for 12 weeks at the Barbican. And then whilst I was doing that, I was rehearsing for Anne Juliet in the day.
So you really were booked?
Yeah, from the jump, which was never happened to me again. But
Babe, I think you can afford to have rest at times, you know.
I think so. But thank God I was 18 because I literally was like so tired. But I was Swing on Anne Juliet on a brand new original musical and then doing a Drew McConey production in the evening. So I was done. But yeah, I was in the original company of Juliet and did that for.
That is amazing. And you're on the cast recording?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get royalties for that?
Yeah, a couple pennies here and there.
I get it, because I got the 9 to 5 one.
A couple pennies.
And then you went back?
Yeah.
To play a different person?
Yeah, so I was swinging the first contract, then the pandemic halted us in the middle. Then I went back at the end of 2021 as swing. And then I was first cover for Francois in that time. And then I went and did Legally Blonde, and I came back and took over as Francois.
So you've got a thing of like going back, they always want a bit more.
I think I have a thing of covering and then playing, like taking over from what I've covered. That's like that's
a lovely thing, I think.
I think so. I mean, it is nice to know that, like, because sometimes when you're covering, you're like, you do have that feeling of wanting to impress and wanting to just get the job done. But like, it's been nice for me to know that people have watched me go on in that capacity and then have been like, do you know what, he actually can take over the role. So then I did that with Joe Foster, and we were lovers on stage for 6 months.
Oh, I love that. That's a really, really nice lesson. You know, like you can cover and then come back in and be a complete different character.
For sure. But it was amazing, because I was started out as swing and then ended up as principal.
I can't believe you were a swing. Have you got a brain for a swing?
I was a phenomenal swing. I was, not even to toot my own horn. Some people have got it. And I didn't think I would have it, because I'm so unorganized in life.
But not on stage.
But I didn't write anything down. Like, I literally didn't.
Was it just in there?
I didn't write anything down. I would watch the number and be like, yeah, let's go.
Wow.
And I'd just be like, yeah, I'm on for this person. Great, let's do it.
So is this like a chilled approach? Or do you think
Very
you've got
chilled
like a
approach.
picture memory?
It's photographic memory.
Memory.
Very that. Like, I literally would just be like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was, if I pat myself on the back,
Well
I was
done,
an all right
you.
swing. I was all right.
Yeah, but Billy, I think it's very important that you like enjoy this downtime.
I'm loving this downtime.
Yeah, because you haven't seen Gina in like 2 years.
I know. Well, I mean, I was in London like every weekend.
Yeah.
Me like commuting from Sunderland to London like all the time.
You were nominated for the Black British Theatre Award for Outstanding
Legally
Performance
Blonde.
in Legally Blonde, and you also hosted the 23rd Annual What's on Stage Awards. I was there!
I did. I was hosting.
Babe, that was fantastic. Have you ever thought about hosting?
Do you know what? I would. Not in that capacity again, because that was very like rushed. There was 3 of us, and we were all on busy schedules.
Yeah.
Like, we were all doing shows at the time, so
Yeah.
trying to get to figure it out was a lot. But I actually would do it. I did love it when I was doing it.
Because you're funny, you're witty.
I mean, that's the thing. I was. It wasn't really the crowd for like me. Like, I was just trying to dip my toe in the water, and then I ended up just like dragging Courtney a lot, like just like telling everyone she bought a dress from ASOS.
Yeah, I honestly, it was amazing.
Yeah,
that was my first like proper instruction.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good time there, and that was just off the back of Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
So.
Because we'd just seen you, 3 of you, right?
Yeah, me and Courtney, and then Laurie was nominated for Spring Awakening.
Yeah, and then Laurie just been in something on telly.
Yeah.
I thought so. Okay, so this is the end of our first bit of the app. So just like say thank you and goodbye.
Thank you and goodbye.
But guys, if you are a Patreon, I'm going to be asking Billy some of your quick fire round questions, and they are super quick.
And this is the bit that I never see.
Yeah, because you don't like.
Should I do it? Shall I buy? Do I have to pay for it? I'll do that now.
Okay, guys, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Bye.
Bye.